Welcome to my Friday ramblings. Sometimes when you don't stop to look at what you're doing, you can make very simple mistakes. During this past few days, I've had a little bit of trouble with my computer. We had a blackout on Tuesday night, and some challenges happened because of that, including the fact that I lost my printer settings and had to restart and reset all my printer settings. Plus I had some difficulty with some of the documents that I had been working on. You might have guessed that I don't always shut down my computer of a night time if I had a problem when there was a power outage. But anyway, I had to reset the camera on the computer, and that didn't take, so I had to delete a few programs and reinstall them. And so my previous ramblings started with a photo and ended with a photo. I'd in fact clicked the photo instead of the video. So we're back again to start with this weekend. For my family, it's a challenging weekend. This Saturday marks the 20th anniversary of my father's death. In 2002, he died quite suddenly. It was a Tuesday morning. For the remainder of that week, it was a little bit challenging for me. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I had two other funerals to be celebrated that week, as well as the death of a parishioner. So between the death of my father on the Tuesday and the following Monday, I had 4 funerals. That was challenging for me, but it was also a reminder to me 20 years later that our mortality is something we really can't take for granted. We all know that there will be a day when we're called to face the Lord. Just in the last few days, I was listening to a podcast, and it had a fairly challenging kind of thought for me. The thought was, they call it the spiritual law of causality. It was basically saying that we need to be the people who lead others to Christ. And as a Catholic priest, that's something that I hope that I'm doing regularly. But it reminded us that whatever I do, however I respond to the Lord, then the people that I have an influence on are going to be one level below that. So the story goes that the law of causality goes, if I am a saint, then the people will be fervent. If I am fervent, the people will be devout. If I am devout, the people will be lukewarm. And if I am lukewarm, then the people are godless. So it was simply a little reminder to me that if I strive to be the better person, the best person I can be, then I'm going to be able to lead others to Christ as well. And so that's a challenge for me to think about as I look at my age and my journey and my story. The other thing that happened was that I've been reflecting very much on the concepts that were part of the Kickstart coaching last weekend, when we were talking about what the vision of the gospel is, what the vision of the parish, what my vision is for the parish. And I was striving to think of some of the ways in which I could respond to that. So I'm asking some people to assist me with their vision of the parish, what they see as good about our community, and I'll be sharing that with my coaching clique next Thursday afternoon, and possibly be able to share something with you next Friday when we gather again. So that's the story that I'm walking with. I recognise that not everybody will struggle with the death of a loved one as much as I did at the time of my father, but I recognise that human emotions are very real and very special. So please, if you are struggling, do not consider that difficult, rather consider it normal, and know that you are one with many as you experience those emotions. So take care, and for those of you who are about to embark back into a school year, some of whom you are already at work, please take care, stay safe, and please love God in the way that you love one another.